Okay, so welcome to this new series of videos. We'll be looking at A-level physics. So there's a question that we just want to start off with here. This stuff also works for O-level physics. So there's a question here that says, Fig 2.5 shows the velocity time graph of a trolley which starts from rest and reaches a velocity of 10 meters per second in 5 seconds. It then maintains this velocity for a further 2 seconds until it is finally brought to rest in a further 4 seconds. So we have some questions that we'd like to attempt here. So I'll show you the questions here. Find here the acceleration of the trolley during the first 5 seconds, between 5 seconds and 7 seconds, and during the last 4 seconds. So let's see how you can go about the calculations. So it's always important to look at what information you are given and what you are asked to calculate. So let's look at the first question there, where you have to calculate the acceleration during the first 5 seconds. So during the first 5 seconds, if you look at the graph there, we are starting off with an initial velocity of 0, and we move up to a final velocity of 10 meters per second. And this happens over a time of 5 seconds. So these are the variables that we're given, and we are being asked here to calculate the acceleration. So given those variables, we can look at this calculation. So there's an equation that we have to recall and remember. Final velocity is equal to initial velocity plus AT. And if you substitute our known variables there and solve for acceleration, we find that acceleration is equal to 2 meters per square second during those first 5 seconds. Let's move on to the next question. The next question was saying, calculate the acceleration between 5 seconds and 7 seconds. So our time here has changed from, so it's between 5 and seconds, so that would be a time of 2 seconds, which is 7 minus your 5. And now our initial velocity is not 0, but this time we are starting off with a velocity of 10 meters per second. So the question says it maintains that velocity for the next 2 seconds. So what is the acceleration during this time? So if we substitute into that previous equation that we used, we realize that there's no acceleration during this time. This is where you have your flat curve. So there's no acceleration. Our acceleration is 0. Let's go on to the last question. The last question was saying calculate the acceleration during the last 4 seconds. So during the last 4 seconds, what happened is that we started off with an initial velocity of 10 meters per second. Our time is now 4 seconds, the last 4 seconds, and our final velocity is now 0. Because our particle is brought to rest. So what is the acceleration during this time? That would be the last part of the graph. So we have an acceleration of minus 2.50, or you can say we have a deceleration of 2.50 meters per second. So we're going to be making more of these instant calculations videos. So I'd like you to join our WhatsApp groups. You can also join our online seminars groups. So see you in the next video, where we're going to be looking at more physics calculations.